from my area of expertise, which is in the sale and valuation of farmland, uncertainty is actually the big fear for all of us in the industry. We are going through a period where the volume of land traded is almost at record lows, at about 150,000 acres per annum in Great Britain. And the fear at the moment is that the Brexit implications and combination of that and the general economy within farming will put more land on the market and maybe lead to reducing values. What we've actually seen as this year has progressed is that the volumes are relatively unchanged. As at the end of September, volume in Great Britain was up 3%, whereas in the north of England it was level at 22,000 acres. So there hasn't been any more land on the market. Purchasers are cautious at the moment, and there are fewer cash buyers in the market, and those cash buyers are being more selective about what they actually commit to. And the danger is if people perceive that the market is peaking and going to fall, and that's the danger of more land coming on the market, that they will just wait till next year before buying. As the land hasn't come on the market generally through the UK, what we have noticed is post-Brexit there has actually been a firming in demand, and farms that were put on this spring and summer have largely now been sold. And in fact, in the last month, there's been actually quite an increase in activity, certainly in the Yorkshire region, which is encouraging. In terms of values, we are off the peak, which was in 2014. But arable land values had risen by 300% in the 10 years preceding that. So we were at the point of the peak for the market anyway, and values are probably down 5 or 10% if you look across the board statistically. But that is hiding a wide range in values from sale to sale. Where competitive interest is still generated, values are almost as high as they ever were. But if you put a bare land block on in an area where the neighbours are not in a cash position, then actually demand is much weaker, and you are seeing some lower values coming through. But certainly this year there is still quite a lot of land in this region trading for about £10,000 per acre, grade 1 for more than that, and grade 3 land sort of in a range really from 6,000 to about 10,000 depending on the supply and demand. We are of course sensitive to Brexit and the ramifications going forwards, and perhaps with the pound falling after the vote, which has boosted income in the farming sector to an extent, that has just put a little bit more confidence back into the industry, certainly for this year, and helped just to steady the market. What will happen in the next year or two? Of course, I suspect we will have moments of concern and anxiety, and the big concern for us is what happens with uncertainty as to whether people then do start to sit on their hands and wait to see the outcome. So I think we've got through 2016 relatively unscathed from a land market perspective, and there will be probably more challenges ahead in the next year or two. But ultimately the fundamentals still remain in that there is little land on the market each year, no sign of a huge amount more volume to come. The inheritance tax benefits of land ownership are still in place, and the reasons that people buy land, fundamentally in place. So hopefully, given any set of circumstances, that land will be perceived to be a safe haven, even if other markets become jittery.